I remember thinking there was some initiation ceremony to becoming a Shafi'i. But to the disappointment of the lover of secret societies and me, there wasn't. But how does one become a Shafi'i or a Maliki? Well, it depends. But first you need to understand what it means to follow one of these schools before you choose one. Not everyone is a scholar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
فلولا نفر من كل فرقة منهم طائفة ليتفقهوا في الدين ولينذروا قومهم إذا رجعوا إليهم.
So if not a scholar, then what other option is there? Well, there's only one other option, and it's called being a muqallid. And taqlid, which is where the word muqallid comes from, means to act as per the legal rulings of the scholars without knowing the evidence or the rules by which they extracted those rulings. What we have to do as laymen is choose a school and stick to it. And the scholars have presented three main cases on this matter. The first case is the child. And the child will grow up following the madh'hab/school of his father. And this is as per the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ when he said, "Teach your kids to pray if they become 7 years old." The father will teach his child to perform prayer, to do wudu, to fast, etc. as he learned it from his father and his father from his, and so on and so forth. But what if you weren't raised on a specific madhab? That brings us to case 2. And it pertains to the one who was raised without a madhab or is a revert to Islam. This person will choose the madhab of his country as per the abundance of scholars. This is the case for 2 reasons. The first is that it pertains to one's need for a fatwa. If I need a fatwa and there are many Shafi'i scholars around me, then it won't be hard for me to get one. The other reason is also to avoid confusion and hardships. Because if you follow a madhab of which no scholars exist for in your country, then that is a recipe for confusion and hardships. If there is more than one madhab in his country, then this person will choose the madhab of the ruler. And if the ruler does not have a madhab, or he did not obligate people to follow his, then this person will choose the madhab that is widespread in his area or country. This is, once again, to avoid fitna. Now the third and final case pertains to the revert in a non-Muslim country. They can follow the madhab of the person who guided them to Islam. There's a valid question to be raised here though. Can you take from other madhahib? The answer is yes, but with a condition. The condition is you have to consult a mufti. For example, let's say you're Maliki and you want to fully shave your beard. Growing your beard as a man is obligatory in the Maliki school, but it is mustahab, meaning recommended, in the Shafi'i school. So you go to your sheikh who is presumably Maliki and you ask him, "Can I take from the Shafi'i school in this matter?" And he will answer you yes or no. I don't actually know the answer since I'm a Shafi'i and I already keep my beard, but you get the point. The reason you have to consult the mufti is because if you don't, you can very easily fall into one of these following 2 disasters. The first being following the easiest from every single madhab. You may be thinking, yeah, why not? It's because some licenses/excuses cannot be given since they come at the cost of the validity of the ibadah itself. And the second disaster is called talfiq. It means putting together a legal ruling made up of legal rulings from each madhab. For example, you decide you're going to combine dhuhr and asr at home because it's expected to rain. This is a combination of 3 different legal rulings from 3 different schools of fiqh. The only school to allow the combination of dhuhr and asr is the Shafi'i school. The only school to allow combining of prayers with the excuse of expected rain is the Maliki school. And finally, the only school to allow late combination of prayers at home, which means delaying, for example, dhuhr so you can pray it with asr, is the Hanbali school. Your resulting behavior is thus invalid in all 3 schools. And don't forget, there's always more to know, so say Rabbi zidni ilma, and as usual, in the protection of Allah, take care.
جئتنا نورا مبينا تغرس الإيمان فينا أحرص الناس علينا أقرب الناس إلينا كل نفس تقول نفسي إلا الحبيب